What's up, everybody? ODC here with Soul Drum 86.
What's up, peoples?
And we are back. We are here to talk about the big weekend. Right now, the WWE Hall of Fame is going on. There is NXT Takeover New Orleans tomorrow, and then the big one, WrestleMania, all in one night. Or day, I should say. It's an entire day now.
Yes.
Remember the good old days when WrestleMania was 3 hours long? Remember that?
8 matches.
Those were the good days. Now we have these convoluted pre-show matches. Which, okay, let me just ask you this. And this is a legitimate question. What is the point of the pre-show?
To make. This is a good question.
Because why not just call it WrestleMania? And WrestleMania starts at 5 instead of 7.
Right.
What's the point of saying, oh, it's the pre-show? If you want to include everyone in WrestleMania, then just say it's WrestleMania. It starts at 5. These are the first 3 matches.
Right.
Just why are we doing all of that? What is the point of a pre-show? So we can watch 10,000 people watch a match instead of 70, 80,000 people watch a match?
Yeah.
Just open up the doors earlier. Open up the doors at 3:30 or 3. Have people start coming in because they're going to be drunk anyway.
Right.
This way, you're making more money because they can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They can't leave the stadium. So, I don't know. I just don't get things sometimes, I really don't. Anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent because I'm sorry if I do that. All right, let's start with NXT Takeover New Orleans, which I think is going to be a really good card. What do you think?
Yes, it is.
This, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just about to say I'm excited. What is it, a 6-way match? Is it 6 guys in that? With Velveteen Dream and that match is woo.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's like I said, I say this and we say this to each other every year.
Yep.
This card has the potential to take over WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And it does it every year. Every year, less matches, less time, still better than WrestleMania.
And the builds to the matches are better. They don't have to shoehorn in like builds last minute like they've done with the whole Cena and Undertaker thing. Like everything has breathing room. Everything gets to fester a little bit.
Yep.
You get to anticipate it more. So then when it actually happens, it feels special. Like can't have wrestling feel special anymore.
Nope. It's all the same old shit, just recycled and fed to you.
Yep.
All right, first match. I'm just going from the bottom of the card of what this says. It's the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Undisputed Era, which it will be the team of Adam Cole pulling double duty and Kyle O'Reilly versus the Authors of Pain versus, I don't know why this is a triple threat. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know why this is a triple threat. But Authors of Pain versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne. To me, you could have kept Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong out of this. It didn't. It just seems like they didn't want to make the Authors of Pain the winners again.
Right.
So they kind of just went with this. I mean, I don't necessarily have a big problem with it being a triple threat. I'm just, I got to deal with multi-man mania the next day. So just a nice 2 versus 2 would have been nice. But what do you think?
I feel like the Authors of Pain are heading up to the main roster after WrestleMania. That's just what my gut tells me. Gosh. Who do I have winning this match? Maybe Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
I really don't know which way to go here. I want to almost lean Undisputed Era just because
they are the freshest in the NXT right now.
Yeah, I can't see them bring up Adam Cole this soon.
Yeah.
he hasn't really accomplished much yet. So I'm gonna go with they retain. Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne, they just seem like they kind of got thrown together.
They did, yeah, they really did. Like,
so I can't see them winning this. And the Authors of Pain are definitely going to go to SmackDown, is my estimate.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go up.
So I'm gonna go Undisputed Era.
It's just that so recently there's been the last 2 years, actually even maybe longer than that, certain guys where you would think that they're not gonna go up, guys or girls go up to the main roster, they end up doing it. Like, I mean, I don't want to get into like people that are on the main roster right now until we get to WrestleMania, but there's even some women that, and I think you know who I'm talking about, should not be on the main roster. They needed some time still. They were very fresh and was barely on NXT every Wednesday. So it was like, I don't know how they got up to the main roster. So it's like, you never know with them. Like, I don't know. Like Bobby Roode, I felt like he went up too soon. There was more Bobby Roode could have done.
But at least he was champion, though.
He was. Yeah.
You know, like at least he had something. He did something. You know, Adam Cole hasn't even held one title yet, and now there's three titles to choose from. So I don't know. I think if they call him up, it's too soon. If they do call him up, I think he should go to SmackDown. I think they need the help.
Oh, big time.
Big time. But I also worry, like, all these people keep getting called up and called up and called up and called up and signed. Like, eventually, like, Kenny Omega is going to find his way over. Maybe not. For his career's sake, I hope not.
Yeah.
But you know, eventually, like, there's more and more people, like all these other people that you called up haven't gotten their chance yet. Like,
right.
Where's their time to shine? Like, how are you going to work all these people in? Like, I mean, I know Cena's going away sooner before later. His time is close. Dolph Ziggler, what did he sign? Like a 4-year contract?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got him for 4 years, but like, where does everyone fit in this? And now they're going to combine pay-per-views.
And that was actually that's actually really good what you're saying right now, because I've never even thought of it that way, but they'll call the guys up like a Ty Dillinger, then they won't do anything with them. They keep them off of TV, but then they'll take more guys from NXT, put them on the main roster, and they won't do anything with them. You'll just see the same stuff done with the same guys and girls. So it's like, and that's why I think I said it to you before when we've done one of these podcasts, is NXT needs to be its own thing. Let them make the money that they can make on the main roster, but be on NXT. It needs to literally become it already is its separate thing. When you watch NXT and watch the main roster, it feels like two different companies anyway. Mm-hmm. It needs to be its own thing, because you bring these guys up and a lot of the times, more times than not, they don't know what to do with them. I was a huge fan of Apollo Crews. What the hell is he right now? Like, when he's
catering. The president or vice president of catering with Titus O'Neil.
Like, I don't know, man. It's weird. I don't know. I don't get the logic behind it, man. Something definitely needs to happen.
I don't understand it myself. So let me see if there's anybody asking questions here. I don't want to ignore anybody. Yeah, it's just frustrating to see like these guys not being utilized at all.
Yeah,
it's really tough to watch the talent just be kind of thrown to the wayside.
Yeah, and then to hear about rumors of why they're not on TV, like, if it's true that Vince doesn't like how the crowd chants 10, and that's why they keep Ty off of TV, that's BS, man.
That's Vince's thing, man. That's what he does. He just he shits on talent he doesn't see as important.
Yeah,
but it's like, meanwhile, your mid card is trash.
Yeah.
That's why they have the problems that they do, is because of Vince McMahon. Like, there's a reason why. The guy has his priorities all out of whack. He doesn't, his only priority is Roman Reigns, and then after that, he does not give a shit.
Right. And I heard Rusev ask for a release a few weeks ago, and that's why he's in.
Oh yeah, he should go to New Japan. He'd have a great career.
Yeah,
he'd probably be New Japan Pro Wrestling Champion. You know what I mean?
Because one of the things that we talk about it again, and I mean all the time, and I'm not gonna I don't want to stick on it, but how guys will organically get over, like a Ty Dillinger, like a Rusev, and they see it, but they don't do anything about it. But before in wrestling, you used to see guys organically get over or organically change to heel or babyface, and they would take notice of that. They don't. It's like they don't take notice of it anymore. Like, no. We don't want you cheering for this person. This is not what we had in mind.
And no other company does that. The WWE is the only one that is a marketing freight train.
Yeah.
They only care about the people they care about. Mm-hmm. And the fact that now it's even they get even more pissy about it, and they shit all over their talent because they have less of their guys. Like Roman Reigns is their guy they groomed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Seth Rollins isn't their guy. Dean Ambrose wasn't their guy. These are guys that established themselves before, and that's what it is now. Like WWE doesn't have, like, NXT isn't a breeding ground besides Velveteen Dream. Who else?
Right.
Is a WWE product, and it even took Patrick a few years after Tough Enough, which he should have fucking won, by the way.
Yeah.
You notice that, like, all the champions that come from Tough Enough never do anything with their careers.
Right. Yep. Yeah. They're all. Yeah.
I'm talking about like guys like Daniel Puder. Remember him? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he won Tough Enough. The Miz didn't win Tough Enough.
Nope.
Had a better career than Daniel Puder, didn't he? Telling you, man, it's always marketing. They want who they want to succeed. They want to succeed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're not succeeding, like Roman Reigns. Anyway, I don't want to. I could sit here and go off on a tangent about the politics of. Anyway, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. I am really looking forward to this match.
Yeah, I feel like Johnny Wrestling got to win this. Even though I know he's on his way, he's got to be on his way up to the main roster. He got to win this, man, because he's been losing, all of the title matches and stuff like that. And I mean, they've been great matches, and the build-up has been awesome. But with this feud, he's got to win this.
Yeah, man. He's got to win it. He has to. You're right. He's got to take this win. Like you said, he's been losing and losing and losing and losing and losing. So and there's nothing really on the line besides this is a unsanctioned match.
Mm-hmm.
My prediction is Johnny Gargano is going to go to 205 Live anyway.
Yeah.
And this will be a good way to end what's been going on between the two. So yeah, I agree with you, Johnny Gargano all the way. Next, Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler.
This one, I mean, of course, I want Ember Moon to win, but again, this is one of those situations where even though I feel like, I want her to stay in NXT just because she's killing it right now, but do they have plans to bring her up right now? And it's like you never know. Mm-hmm. So it's like, and I feel like because of what happened at the last Takeover, they may flip it on us. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just going to go with what I feel. I want Ember Moon to win. I'm picking her, even though I feel like it's going to be the other way around.
Yeah, I think Shayna Baszler is going to win the title.
Yeah.
It's been kind of a build-up, and this is going to be her time to shine. I think it's too early to me.
Yeah.
I don't think Shayna Baszler has done anything to deserve this title.
Not at all, dude. Not at all.
Green on the mic. She's still kind of green in the ring. You know what I mean? Even even after the tournament, like you can tell that she was still green,
Yeah.
even in the it was a decent finals match, but I don't they're so focused on making female Brock Lesnar's now, especially with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey has no business being in WrestleMania. I don't care based on her name. I understand she sells tickets and blah. It's her name that's why she got to WrestleMania.
Oh, dude,
it's so disrespectful.
When we get there, yep. I can't. I'm glad you brought that up. But when we get to the WrestleMania card, yeah, I got some things to say about that.
Yeah. All right, I'll shut up then, because there's a lot we both have to say. Apparently, I think Shayna Baszler is going to win. I don't necessarily would book this. I wouldn't even book this match until 6 months from now. But Ember Moon, apparently Vince McMahon's got a hard on for her, so he wants her up on Raw.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Shayna Baszler. Next, we have I want to say the most intriguing, because the main event looks very predictable. The ladder match. So we have basically the equivalent of a Money in the Bank ladder match here.
Yeah.
Someone getting a title at the end. Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream versus Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, Ricochet, and Ethan Carter III. Or is he going by Ethan Carter III, or is he just EC3?
I think it's just EC3. I think.
Okay.
I can't remember.
I wonder if he has the rights to Ethan Carter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It might be just EC3.
Oh, well, yeah, true. Okay. Because I was thinking, I was like, well, whatchamacallit, what's her name? Dixie Carter's not with TNA anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I guess he might have the rights to her. She might okayed it because she's kind of in limbo.
Yeah.
Anyway, who do you have?
Velveteen. I want Velveteen to win this so bad.
I want either Velveteen or Adam Cole to win this.
Adam Cole would be cool. I wouldn't be mad at that.
One of those two. I'm gonna go with Velveteen. Also, I think he's earned it. He's so old.
Yeah, he has earned it.
He's so talented and so smart, and he knows he's good.
Yeah.
And he is going to be a WWE and Universal Champion. Yep. I guarantee it someday. I guarantee it.
The dude is just ridiculously awesome, man.
Yeah. If he wins every title in WWE, I have zero problem with that. I swear to God, he's absolutely fantastic. And there's a reason why Shawn Michaels took him as protege.
Yep.
Shawn Michaels chose him. He's like, I want that guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be I'm taking him under my wing. So.
Yep.
Okay. Last match. We're rifling through this quick. It's good. Andre Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here.
Yeah, Aleister Black.
Yeah, there's no way Aleister Black's going to lose this.
He's not losing this.
I think it'll be a really good match, but I think they want Almas up. Yet again, not something I would do.
Right.
I would not bring him up yet. I don't think he needs to go up, because we all know how Vince McMahon treated Alberto Del Rio, and I don't want him becoming another Alberto Del Rio. So, because what I'm really fearful with him going up is they're gonna take what's her name? Oh my God, what's wrong with me?
Oh, his manager.
Yeah. What's wrong with me?
They need more of those, by the way. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name too. This is ridiculous. What the hell?
Anyway, I'll just say Austin Aries' wife. There we go. I forgot her name. Selena Vega. There we go.
Yes, there you go.
Selena Vega just popped in my head. I'm very fearful that they're going to take away Selena Vega when he goes up, and he's going to be on his own, and he can't talk in the mic, and it's going to be jobber status for him.
They're known to do that.
Yeah, I know. So
they're known to do that,
and they did it with Del Rio. They took away his announcer, so
yeah,
sucks. So okay, that's NXT Takeover. We're both really excited for it, even though we kind of went through it quick. The only reason we're going through it quick is because there's 13 matches we have to go through at WrestleMania. So we wanted to spend more time on this, but we also don't want to be here until we're 55 years old. So. But yeah, I'm definitely, besides the main event, it's not very predictable here, but maybe Shayna Baszler, maybe that, yeah, it's kind of predictable, but I still think all these are going to be really good matches.
They're going to be really good. I mean, I haven't seen a bad takeover yet. I haven't seen a mediocre takeover yet. There's other takeovers that are better than some, but still, I've never been kind of like, it was okay, or that sucked. Never.
Yeah. Never. Me neither. They've always, even last year, a lot of people were like downplaying last year. Oh, it's not going to be that great. And it was really good.
I mean, speaking of that, dude, there's times where I'll look at a card and be like, oh man, it doesn't look, and it's not so much of like who's competing. You just kind of look at the card and like, but then you watch it and you're just pleasantly surprised. Like, it's just, wow, this works. Like, I remember one takeover that I thought that I wasn't gonna like was when it was oh my god, it was Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, and Asuka, and then the crazy chick, what's her name? From
my crush. I kind of have a crush on her.
What is her name? Nikki? Is it Nikki something?
Yeah, it's Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. That match, that like 4-way that they had, like that takeover, I didn't think was going to be that good, and that was amazing.
If you look up photos of Nikki Cross, not like when she's in like sanity gear, like she's super
I think I've seen a couple before when they were like on Facebook, they were like WWE just signed Nikki Cross, and I didn't know who who she was at the time. And when they were showing her, and then from how her gimmick is, I almost didn't recognize her. I was like, oh,
yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Hi, what's your name? Yeah. By the way, speaking of Thor, we were talking about Thor. But Tessa Thompson, she owns my heart. No, I love her. She's gorgeous. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm going way off here. All right, we have 13 matches to talk about here, so here we go. All right, that was NXT Takeover. If you're just tuning in, we just went through Takeover, and now here we go with the pre-show shit. The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who do you have?
Oh, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. Like, I really don't. Oh man. By the way, I also feel like the Andre the Giant Battle Royal thing, I don't even think that should happen every WrestleMania. That's just me. I feel like it should be, I don't know, like every other or something.
Well, there should be a title match guaranteed after this.
It should be guaranteed, or
there should be a guaranteed mid-card title. Whether you want to go after the Intercontinental title or the U.S. title, you can choose either one.
Yeah. This
way, at least there's some sort of intrigue and not just some bullshit trophy after there that the guy stands in front of and does this.
Yeah.
Like that's everybody does that every year, and it's just pointless. Like why do I care about the fucking battle royal? It doesn't do anything. I don't even know who's in. I don't even know who's in.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so it's like I can't even throw out a name. I'm like,
I know the Revival are in it. I don't know. I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but I mean, really, I don't know. Who the hell's even in it? Is there a list of? All right, let me find the list. Here we go. Here we go. Got a list. All right, I'm gonna rifle off the list real quick.
Right.
Who won it last year? Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was Baron. Or no, was it Mojo?
Wait, it was Mojo. Yeah.
It was Mojo. Yeah.
Baron Corbin won the year before. Okay, here we go. 14 participants. There's only 14. Weren't there 20 before?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
Pretty sure it was.
Dolph Ziggler, Fandango, Tyler Breeze, Zack Ryder, Primo, Cologne, who hasn't been on fucking what?
I thought they were gone.
I thought they left.
Yeah, I thought they were gone.
Where's Epico? He's gone? All right, anyway. Primo, Zack Ryder, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Dolph Ziggler, Ty Dillinger. Mojo is in it again.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Baron Corbin's in it again. Matt Hardy, Rhino, Heath Slater, Goldust, and The Revival.
I'm going to pick Zack Ryder.
I'm going to go with Dolph Ziggler.
They could do that. I can see them doing that. They just signed him, to that deal. So I can see them doing that.
All right. The next one's real simple. The Women's Battle Royal, since we can't call it the you-know-who Battle Royal anymore. I love it. I love it. I fucking love it, love it, love it. When WWE shoots themselves in the foot. And it didn't take the fact that she was hiring women.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking of what's her face?
Was her Moolah? No.
Yeah, Fabulous Moolah.
Fabulous. Yeah.
What people don't know, and if you don't know this yet, this is very disgusting, and it makes me sick to my stomach to even have to talk about it. But the Fabulous Moolah would, when women would come in, she'd bring in new women to train and stuff like that. She would basically whore them out to get them jobs in the WWF or in a territory or whatever. Yep. That's basically why they ripped the name off of that and call it the Women's Battle Royal now. And the fact that no one was talking about that and a lot of people knew about it, including Vince McMahon, is fucked. Completely fucked up.
Yeah.
So they renamed it the Women's Battle Royal and got her name the hell out of there. If it were up to me, I would have had the Fabulous Moolah wiped from the face of existence from WWE record.
Yeah.
If I didn't know that and I just found that out.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that WWE brass knew about it and did nothing just goes to show you what type of company they really have. Anyway, I digress. I'm not going to get into politics and all that bullshit, but we're just here to talk about wrestling, have a good time. Anyway, who do you have for the Women's Battle Royal?
Another one I don't care about.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just too. It's too. This is over. It's just like Royal Rumble. Even though the Royal Rumble was pretty good, this was one of my favorite ones this past year. And even the women's Royal Rumble was good, but it's another night of having the same kind of match twice.
Well, the real story here is Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yeah.
And it's going to come down to, I think, Sasha Banks winning.
Yes. Yeah.
Or vice versa. It's going to be one of those two. One of those two are going to win. Yeah. And one's going to flip on the other.
Yep. Either
Sasha goes heel or Bayley goes heel.
Yeah.
As much as I would love Becky to win this, and I always root for poor Becky, they haven't been throwing her a bone in months.
Yeah.
She's got no story going into this. It might come down to Becky, Sasha, and Bayley at the end, and then they throw Becky out, the both of them. So, so I'm going to go with Sasha. I'm just going to flip a coin.
I'm going to go Bayley.
Okay. It would be cool to see Bayley win and then Sasha turns on her, which is what everyone wants to see, but they still refuse to do it.
Right.
Watch they go the other way and Bayley turns on Sasha, which makes no sense. Bayley as a heel is really a thing people want to see. The Usos versus the New Day. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I skipped a match. We're going pre-show only. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali for the Cruiserweight Championship. This should be on the WrestleMania card.
Yes,
why it's not is horseshit.
Yes, it should be. And Cedric Alexander is my pick, by the way.
Yeah, all the way. I like both these guys. Both are extremely talented, and I would love to see them continue a feud for this title down the road. Yeah. But I have to go with what you said, Cedric Alexander. I think he deserves it. He's busted his ass. 205 Live is now fixed because of Triple H. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Thank God Vince McMahon got his grubby, old, wrinkly hands off of it.
I also want to see a Cedric Elite figure. Just saying.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It's got to come.
I kind of really feel bad for Mattel right now because there's so many fucking wrestlers they have to do.
Yeah.
I'm just like, on top of that, they got to do all these flashbacks, and it's like, holy shit. These guys must have so much pressure on their plate.
But they pump them out.
They do.
They pump them out, man.
They do. And you know what? I can't. Remember all those years where, like, and this is before we were getting like the constant flow of population that we're getting now of wrestlers coming in, new wrestlers all the time.
Yeah.
Remember when we were like, oh man, they need to introduce new articulation. They got to do this. They got to do that. I just like, as long as they get at least one version of each person that's on a roster, including NXT out, I'll take the articulation the way it is for now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and you know what? I know we shouldn't be doing this, but they have a Honky Tonk Man coming out again.
I saw it.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
I'm
like, yes, thank you so much for re-releasing this. Thank you. New head scan too.
Yep, new head scan. And instead of the red entrance gear that he had in the older Elite, he's got the blue on.
Yep.
So yeah, it's all over. I just wanted to say that. I'm all over that figure, man. But...
Yep, me too. All over it. I wish he came with a IC title. That's the only thing I'd fix. But
yeah.
It's no big deal. That's a nitpick. I can go get one myself. Okay, Usos versus the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I think this is pretty obvious what's going on here. That's going to be the theme with a lot of these, the next 10 matches. I think we know what's going on here.
Oh man.
Who do you have?
For me, I got the Usos.
Okay.
Because I want them to win. I think the New Day, because they had them have the titles for so long and they kind of forced that record on them, it didn't even happen in a good way because they weren't defending it as much as they should have been. And the Bludgeon Brothers, like that team could work for me before, but now not so much. I don't really care about them.
The only reason I'm going with the Bludgeon Brothers is because they've established that they can beat the piss out of 5 men at once.
Yeah.
2, I think the Usos are going to Raw. 3, this feud with the New Day and the Usos has got to be wrapped up, and the only way you can wrap it up is by having another team beat them. So that's the only reason I'm going Bludgeon Brothers. I think they're going to hold the titles. They're going to have a feud with the New Day. That'll be the next feud being carried outside of WrestleMania, and the Usos will go to Raw, which I think they need to. They need to be refreshed.
They need to be,
They beat the piss out of the whole roster already.
They honestly need to stop separating the tag teams and just have them float on both shows. But speaking of, because I'm glad we're on this match, did you by any chance see SmackDown?
I unfortunately did.
That's a good way of putting it because, dude, it was boring as hell.
Dude, both go-home shows were fucking
horrible.
They were a waste of my time.
But I just thought that it was hilarious. And this would have, by the way, for anybody who's watching, this would have never happened in the Attitude Era or even before. When you got guys getting ready to fight, I don't even understand the point of this. When they were in the back and the Usos ran up on the New Day, they were just kind of talking trash. And then the Bludgeon Brothers come and they look at the camera and take the hammer or whatever and smash the camera. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't they start fighting each other? What was the point of the theatrics there? Like that was so cheesy. That was the ultimate cheese fest right there.
Yep.
Like
that's got Kevin Dunn written all over it. It's got the Bucktooth Beaver written all over it.
Like that's stupid. You got 3 guys getting ready to fight for the titles at WrestleMania. They don't fight each other. They, I don't know. That was stupid.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That was dumb as hell.
It's the same way when they do interviews and they after the person's done talking and the interviewer walks away and then they do this.
Yeah.
And the wrestler's sitting there like, did we go to commercial yet? Doesn't go to commercial. And the camera keeps getting closer. We're still not in a commercial? Okay. I'll just stay here like this.
And they'll have the dumbest look on their face.
Yeah, like it's so awkward. It's one of the most awkward things I've ever seen. And they do it all the time. I don't know what it is. If it's some sort of like rib they like to do with wrestlers where they just keep them stoic and just look at the ground. Just look at the ground. And the camera just it's horrible. It's absolutely atrocious. It's the most awkward shit I've ever seen. It's horrible directing is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on because guess what? In the theme of I think we know what's going on here, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax for the Raw's women the Raw Women's Useless Championship, as I like to call it. Because that's pretty much what it's been on Alexa Bliss is absolutely fucking useless. Because she defended it once since November.
Yeah. Yep. I think they're gonna put the title on Nia Jax. But
one of the worst storylines I've ever fucking seen in my entire fucking life.
Right.
We're doing a what? Okay, hold on. Let me. If the roles were reversed and Nia Jax was bullying Alexa Bliss, I'd be like, okay, that's believable because she's bigger than her. You're like 2 Alexa Blisses. Like, why are you crying on national television?
Yeah, thank you for saying that. That segment on Raw where she had that interview and started getting emotional. You can't build her up as this monster. And I get you can take characters like that and make them into baby faces, but you shouldn't make them cry. Like she doesn't have to cry for
she
that.
Lost all of her power with me.
Yeah.
All of her intimidation, all of that. Terrible.
Yeah.
And how long have I been saying that she needs new fucking music, by the way? Her fucking theme, I gotta mute it every time. It's the worst fucking entrance theme I've ever heard for a monster of a woman.
Right.
It's not intimidating. It sounds like a pop song. Yeah. I don't know what the hell they're doing there. It's complete. It's just trash. They have completely shat all over Nia Jax's character.
Yeah.
As far as what they were going with, she's won 2 matches since December, and they were both against jobbers.
Yep.
What has she done to deserve this title? What? Because she got called blubbery?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, her blubber's going to get in the way. And then that's why she gets a match?
Right.
She lost to Asuka, what, like 3 times?
Yep.
This match should be canceled. These 2 should be in the Women's Battle Royal, and it should be Sasha Banks versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship.
Mm-hmm.
So, fuck this match. Anyway, moving on. We have The Bar versus Braun Strowman and the Unnamed Partner, which I think we know what's going on here.
This is the best they got.
You started.
This is the best they got for Braun Strowman. After all of the build-up that they were doing with him, this is the best they got. It just doesn't make any sense. I go back to when he fought Brock Lesnar, and I don't know, man. It's just so weird. the build up to everything is just. I've lost my train of thought. I don't know. I don't know.
Trust me, we're not even halfway through. I'm exhausted already myself.
Like,
I understand why you lost your train of thought.
Because I mean, I just look at the build up. He's pretty over, and I guess the reason why I brought up the whole Brock Lesnar thing is because Vince wanted this whole Roman Reigns versus versus Brock.
Yeah,
you
should be Braun Strowman versus Brock.
Yeah, and it's like, and I think the title should have been put on Braun Strowman. I really do. Sure. You can't have why would you have one of your main title on your brand be off of TV for so long? That doesn't make sense. Like, it's one thing, like, I get, like, even how NXT has that, like, old school feel to where I know back in the days, like the Hulk Hogan days, the champ wasn't always on TV every week, but they weren't gone for months where you, like, absolutely never saw them. Like, you don't keep your title off of TV. It's like, I don't know. That's stupid. And then now you're doing this whole, you got a mystery partner, and who do you think is going to come in?
There's a reason why I said I think I know what's going on. I think we know what's going on here. That's why that's the theme of WrestleMania for me. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the Bar is not going to win this fucking match. We all know this.
Right.
The Bar is going to SmackDown. We all know this. Braun Strowman is going to be Braun Strowman, and it's going to be the Big Slow. Reason why I'm calling him the Big Slow isn't because The Rock called him Big Slow. It's because he's so slow to fucking retire. Would you fucking retire already?
Right.
Jesus Christ! I don't want to see I certainly don't want to see the Big Show at WrestleMania at all. Like at all at this point. Please go have a Coke and a smile. I don't need to see you for a long time.
Right.
Okay? Go have a retirement match somewhere else. So, no thank you. Big Show, thanks, but no thanks. That's my prediction. It's going to be Braun, and whoever wins it. A lot of people are saying that Braun should just beat him by himself, and I'm like, that's kind of shitting all over the Bar.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that. But, so yeah, fuck the Big Show. I think that's going to be his partner, and it's going to be the Big Show and Braun holding those titles for the foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my prediction for that. Are you going with the Bar or are you going with the Braun?
I didn't even make a pick. I didn't even make a pick for this. Yeah, I think it's going to be Braun. Then Bar is losing this.
Okay.
They're losing this. I don't see any way they can. Even if they were to do because I could see WWE doing the having Braun win it and him just being the tag team champion.
Mm-hmm.
I could see them doing that because I don't because of the way that they built him up. I don't see the Bar beating him or some mystery tag team partner.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next, we have the Intercontinental Championship being defended by The Miz, and I'll just go with this. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Who do you got?
Honestly, I would take Seth or Finn, but I'm hoping it's damn. Now that I'm
well, let's be in agreement here. It's not going to be the fucking Miz.
Yeah, and it can't be. As much as I like the Miz, he's not really doing anything for the Intercontinental title anymore.
He hasn't done anything in months. So.
Yeah, so it's it's kind of pointless it being on him. Gosh, man, I honestly could take either Finn or Seth. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna say Seth Rollins because he is in the main roster. He is my current favorite wrestler. He has been for a while. He's my favorite wrestler right now. I'm gonna go Seth.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Finn, because I mean, obviously the Miz is not going to win. He's not going to come out of this match.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty sure that the story going into this match is that the Miztourage will not be accompanying him to the ring. Therefore, he will be alone. Therefore, there's no chance in hell he's going to beat either one of these two guys.
is Finn going to be Demon?
I don't think so.
Okay.
You know how they love to like tell you fucking 4 weeks in advance if he's going to be the demon or not, instead of just not saying anything and have him come out being the demon and surprise the guy he's going to face.
Yeah.
Which would be the smart thing to do. Anyway, I think Seth is going to SmackDown, and I think Finn needs this title. He needs it.
Yeah.
That division needs him to have that title for a while, and I think he can bolster the mid card with that. Hopefully, and then we say this all the time, hopefully, if they use him properly.
Yeah.
But therein lies the true question. Anyway, okay, you got Seth, I got Finn. Moving on. Randy Orton defends his U.S. title that he's going to lose against Bobby Roode, Rusev, and Jinder Mahal. I think we know what's going on here. Who do you have? That was my
honestly, I'm gonna say this. I feel like I want it to be Rusev. If Rusev, and I believe he did. I'm just saying if, just because, but I know that he did because he's been unhappy for a while in WWE. But if he asked for his release and they put him in this match because he asked for his release, if you have him lose, he's still going to be asking for a release.
I think this is punishment time via Vince McMahon, because if this is, I mean, if that is absolutely 100% true that he did ask for his release, Vince McMahon doesn't deal well with ultimatums.
Yeah, that's true. That's
and if anything, I think Rusev will eat the pin, and Bobby Roode will win his title back. No way, fucking Jinder Mahal. Well, you know what? As much as I hate fucking Jinder Mahal, and he's a horrible wrestler, and he talks like he's whispering, and he has laryngitis on the mic. I actually don't mind if he wins it, because at least Bobby Roode can chase for that title, and he can have a little feud there. Randy Orton is going to be gone after this roster shakeup. I think he's going to Raw.
Yeah,
for a little while. He needs to go. I also heard that he wants to take a break, so I don't think Randy Orton's going to keep his title.
No.
If Rusev wins, I'll be very surprised and pleased. But because he's the most over in the match out of anyone.
He is, yeah.
But I think Bobby Roode is going to come out of this. It's just my prediction.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got Rusev, you got Bobby.
All right.
I wouldn't be upset with Bobby, but, you know.
I think Bobby should – I actually think that Bobby deserves it a little bit more than Jinder. Jinder was already WWE champion for 6 months, and he didn't deserve that.
Yeah.
So let's give it to Bobby. Let's give it to the new guy, please. All right. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty. Thank God. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I think we know what's going on here. I'm just going to keep saying
that. I'm going to say Daniel Bryan and Shane, just because, I mean, they've already – somebody made a good point of this too, and I didn't even pick up on the wordplay when they were saying how, like, you know, they're gone. They didn't say they're gone from WWE if we win. They said they're gone from SmackDown Live. So therefore, I think they're going over to Raw.
Yep, precisely. And the funny thing is, initially they said that they will be fired.
Yeah, they'll be fired. Yeah,
and then they were like, "Oh shit! Next week, we got to say that they'll be fired from SmackDown.
From SmackDown, yep,
not from Raw as well."
And then Daniel Bryan is finally back. This is his, you know, you can't have him lose.
No, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon all the way. Okay. Boy, it gets really predictable after this. I mean, really predictable. Charlotte versus Asuka. Asuka, obviously.
Asuka, yeah.
Okay, moving on. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. I wonder what's going to happen here.
Right. It's going to be Ronda freaking Rousey, like Kurt Angle likes to say.
Yep. Jesus.
You know, I'm honestly scared for this match. In the way that it's gonna look. Is it gonna look too choreographed because she's so green, right? Like, yeah, she can fight UFC wise. I mean, she's gotten destroyed her last 2 fights, which is why she's in the WWE now. But when you're used to that style of fighting, where you can really hit people and knock people out, and then
I gotta interrupt you for 1 second. Someone just came in here and goes, "Who's ready for WrestleMania?" And I go, "I am, buddy." And then he goes, "Plus I subbed." And he goes, "Can I be a mod?" And then he goes, "Well, gotta go." Okay. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it.
I thought it was about like the match when you.
Thank God there's beer left in this. Okay.
But I honestly, man, I'm not a fan of this whole Ronda Rousey thing. I don't think it's cool that she's in the WWE. I actually used to root for Ronda Rousey until I saw her recent interviews like on ESPN. She's kind of a jerk and bitter about her 2 losses. So she just says weird. Like, did you see her interview with Mike Golek when he was like, if you could in time, like when he said go back in time, everybody logically think he knows what he's talking about. He's not talking about going into a time machine and going back in time. He's saying, do you think in time you'll fight again? And she was like, I don't know. I don't have the ability to go back in time. It's like, what? Like, all right.
or how about this? We stop with the passive aggressiveness and just say no.
Right.
Say, no, I'm over the hill. I got my ass kicked twice. I don't look like a fool a 3rd time.
Right. But seriously, man,
honesty is the best policy. Can people just answer a question? Like,
yeah.
Good Lord.
But like,
no,
dude,
I'm gonna do this passive aggressive thing and
like I've paid attention to the way that she'll do her, what I'm guessing is her finisher, that like suplex that she keeps doing. I don't know if that's going to be her finisher, but she's done it a few times now. It doesn't look good, man. Like, I know she's fresh and she's got to get some matches in, but I'm hoping for her sake she can start to look good doing stuff. I'm nervous about how this match is going to turn out. I really am. Because she's fighting Stephanie, and yes, even though Stephanie has performed in the ring, she's nowhere near the other women on that roster. Even the ones that aren't that good, like a Mandy Rose, she's not even on her level.
Oh, absolutely. And neither of them are. Ronda Rousey's green.
Yeah.
She could barely do a fucking Samoan drop a couple weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, I hope they find a way to make her look good, because I don't.
Like I said, and like we both agree, she has no business being on the WrestleMania card.
No,
this is where you trim the goddamn fat and you save her for later date. Why not even just put her? I listen, and I get it. Like, from a marketing standpoint, she will sell.
Yeah.
But does she deserve it? No.
No. Not at all.
She is green in the ring. She's green on the mic. And if it weren't her name, she'd be in NXT.
Right.
The only reason she's in WrestleMania is because of her name.
And to be honest with you, because this is going to be her first match, it's not really the best choice for her. Mm-hmm. I think you could have gotten away with having her fight some jobbers on Raw before you have your first match when you've never wrestled before. That's scary. Like,
you know it's going to happen, right? It's going to be Triple H and Kurt Angle carrying the entire match, and I worry about that because Kurt is rusty as hell.
Yeah, he is.
And he's got bad knees and a bad back and a bad neck.
And you can tell, man. Remember the way he moved when he teamed up with the Shield?
He's like hunched over
He could barely walk at one point in that match. He was hunched over. It just didn't look good. Like, he doesn't. Because he's been through a lot injury-wise in his age, he doesn't look like other guys look when they're his age and they're still wrestling. Like, Triple H still looks fantastic when he's performing.
Well, because he only blew out his quad, and that's it. He didn't blow out his neck twice. He blew out his quad twice.
Right.
So,
right.
If you or I blew out our neck once, Well, guess what? We're not doing much of anything anymore. Okay? It's astonishing that the guy broke his neck once and was able to have the career that he did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he broke it a second time, and I'm like, good Lord, please just don't become a paraplegic. Like one of my favorite people on the planet, Kurt, please.
Right.
Okay, anyway. All right, next we have the real main event, Vince McMahon. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship, the real championship of the WWE, the championship that should always be closing WrestleMania because it is established the longest out of any other championship.
Yep.
Anyway,
somewhere they forgot about that though.
Yeah, some way they got their fucking priorities out of whack. I wonder who and why that happened.
Yeah.
Nakamura all the way.
You know what? I know that is most likely going to happen. I do. And I like Nakamura. But I gotta say I want AJ Styles to win this.
So do I. I want him to win because I want him to have because he's only got one win. It's against fucking Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, by the way.
Yeah, because he lost to Jericho his first WrestleMania.
Which was horseshit.
That was stupid as hell, yeah.
Because Jericho didn't need that.
Not at all.
But that's Vince McMahon for you. He's like, oh, no outsider's going to come in here and win his first WrestleMania match. I'll show him. Yeah, AJ in my office. You'll eat the pin tonight.
And honestly, here's the reason too. Other than I do want, for all the reasons like that you mentioned, I want AJ to have another win, a significant win at WrestleMania. I want him to have a longer title run because he should have never lost it to John Cena at that Royal Rumble. At that, what was it last year? Mm-hmm. Should have never lost it to John Cena. And I feel like if they put the title on Nakamura, they're gonna mess up. They're gonna mess it up. It's gonna be terrible. I just have that fear. The way that they're gonna book matches. It's not gonna feel right. It's not gonna feel like when he was NXT champ. I'll say that. It's not gonna feel like that at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm still gonna go with Nakamura because, I mean, we went through this before how we would build this up.
Mm-hmm.
To me, AJ. What was I? I was thinking about this the other day, and what was it? What was I going to do instead? I can't remember. Fuck. I always have these like great ideas when I'm in the shower. It's like my time for meditation when I think about things. And Andy's like laughing at my Vince impression. Well, you know what? You're fired. Okay. Enough of that shit. No, but where was I going? I completely lost my train of thought here. What was I talking about? AJ. Anyway, Nakamura to win the Rumble and then lose to AJ at WrestleMania. It's like, where does he go from there then?
Yeah.
And it's got to be Nakamura. He's got to win this title. He's got to get his just due. Plus, he's not getting any younger, you know. And I think AJ's getting a little bit closer to the end of his career.
He is.
He's accomplished what he needs to. He's a 2-time WWE champion in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
In only 2 years. Or 3. Is it 2 or 3? Is it 3? 3. 3. Technically 3, yeah.
Yeah.
In 3 years, he's a 2-time champion, and especially nowadays, like you got to have a lot of love from Vince McMahon to make you a 2-time champion in 3 years. So, but I think AJ's going to go to Raw, and I don't want him to.
Yeah.
Because SmackDown is his show. But I mean, if you keep AJ on there, then he's got to continue the feud with Nakamura, and then you're gonna kind of take away what was special in this one-time dream match, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
But I would like to see a rematch down the line, and maybe for a rematch for the title. Seeing as I think after this, when he does go to Raw, if he does, he would not have got his rematch again.
Yeah.
Fucking poor AJ. All right, and we're here. We've made it.
Yeah.
It's been a long road, but we're here. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Oh boy. I wonder what's going to happen.
But you know what?
Could it be? Could it be Brock Lesnar? Or could it be Roman Reigns?
I will say this. It's going to be Roman Reigns, but I'm happy because the belt needs to be on Raw. It may not need to be in Roman's hands, and I'll agree with that. I'm not arguing against that. But the thing that has just turned me the wrong way is to have a guy like Brock. And I'm going to be honest, and people are going to be upset, and people might be shocked. I don't like Brock Lesnar, and I never have. When he first debuted in the WWE, when he had the black trunks on and the black boots, and he used to play for the Minnesota Vikings, I've just never been a fan of the guy. I don't like him. I literally don't like the dude. So it's like when they put the belt on him and he's never around, it's like, okay, you can almost honestly, you can forget that there's a universal title a part of WWE because of how much he's not on TV and he's the champ. And that's not smart. I just don't understand how that's smart. You got to put the belt on somebody. That's why I thought you could have had Braun Strowman win it and have Braun have that title and have him on Raw every week. I just don't get it. If you got the WWE champion on SmackDown every week, why not have your Universal champ there at all times? Like if you love Brock so much, bring him back for matches, but don't have him be involved with title matches. Like that shouldn't even be a thing. But that's just my rant. I don't like Brock Lesnar. I don't even think I've ever mentioned that before. But I don't like the dude. So
I mean, I wouldn't say I don't like him. I just don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit for him. I've never been like, oh my god, I can't wait to see the next Brock Lesnar match.
Yeah.
He's never had like a 5-star fucking amazing match.
Yeah.
Like he's just like he's your typical monster. You go in there, he beats the shit out of you, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like maybe he'll lose out of a whim. Like when Eddie Guerrero won, that was a big deal. Like because he beat Brock Lesnar. Like there's not a lot of people that can say that they beat Brock Lesnar.
Right.
But when you look back at even Brock's career before he left for UFC, he was only in the WWE for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, 2.5. Sorry. 2.5 years. So he didn't. I mean, in another short period of time, he accomplished a lot, had a lot of feuds.
Yeah.
A lot of people did a lot of things for that guy, and he's very ungrateful.
He is very ungrateful.
Very ungrateful. At the end of WrestleMania, he was flipping off the crowd. Like, dude, like, they made you. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You're going to flip the fucking crowd off?
And they love him. He's supposed to be a heel, and I guess that's another thing, too. I guess it's because of my own personal feelings about him. I don't get why people like the dude so much. Like, I'm like, dick. Yeah, he's a dick.
He hates people. He's come out and said it. I don't like people.
Right.
I want to go live in Canada with my fugly wife. That's. I'm sorry, Sable's gross. I don't give a shit. I don't care if Brock Lesnar's standing right the fuck there. He can beat the shit out of me all he wants. I'm still gonna come out of my coma and say your wife's fucking ugly. Anyway. Anyway, I'm in dick mode right now. No, you know how there's beast mode for Brock Lesnar? Well, there's dick mode for me right now. Anyway.
Oh, man.
He wants to live in fucking Canada. He wants to kill animals for no reason. And he wants to be alone. He doesn't want to be around people. He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
So let him go. Let him be a fucking asshole. Give your boy the title and call it a day.
Yeah.
And the only thing that the real reason why I have a problem with this, and I think I have a solution as to how this could work.
Mm-hmm.
The only way that I could come out of this happy is if Paul Heyman turns on Brock Lesnar and then we get heel Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman talks for Roman Reigns. That's the only way I would come out of this happy.
Yeah, people have been speculating that. I didn't watch the video, but something popped up on one of my like recommended videos on YouTube, and I think it said something like Paul Heyman with Roman, like question mark or whatever. So people have been saying that needs to happen because Roman can't talk on the mic for anything. He still sounds like Vince is writing his stuff.
Yeah, so. Someone's writing that shit. Not him. Or if he is writing it, then have him stop writing it. Because he can't even remember lines. Like, remember that whole back and forth with Cena? Cena made him look like a fucking idiot. Right. He's like, go ahead, I'll wait. I'll wait for you to remember your fucking line. He's like, you're a little new to this, so I'll give you the go this time, but you got to start picking up on this quick. Yeah,
he was like, if you're gonna be the guy, you gotta learn how to cut these. He's like, it's the promo, you gotta learn how to cut these.
Like if I was Roman Reigns, I'd just be like, oh my god. Oh my god. It'd be like that, that gif where the black guy's just sitting here and he just goes,
yeah.
That would have been me if I was Roman. I would have been I would have fainted after he said that to me. Like, I'm done. I can't. I gotta go home. I gotta go home and put my blanket over my head. Anyway, but we're both picking Roman. Like, if you didn't pick him yet, I'll just speak for you. Fuck it.
No, I did. No, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the Universal title's got to be on Raw, man, consistently. Yeah. Because that's how the main roster is set up. The champ, whoever the champ is pretty much on there all the time. So it's just weird for months, until they start building up something for Brock. That's when he shows up, and even then, it's not consistent. It's this week here, missed 4 weeks, and he's back. It's like, no, that's stupid, man. Like, no.
Or how about this? Like, I'll go back to this. Since they're going to have, and I want to get to Indy's comment because it's a good point. I want to go back to the dual branded pay-per-views now. What is the point of having the Universal title anymore? Just have one title.
Just have one title. Yeah, have one title.
If we're going back to dual branded pay-per-views, you need 2 main events for.
Like, the only thing that I could think they're gonna do with that, and this would be kind of weird, but at least it would be, I don't know, easier to deal with. I wonder if they're going to alternate when, like, okay, one pay-per-view, the main event is going to be for the WWE Championship. The following pay-per-view, the main event will be for the Universal. Like, do you think they'll do something like...
But then you're going back to Brock Lesnar territory almost, where the Universal title is going to have a longer stretch for a story, I guess, with a you got a longer pay, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I mean, do you really trust fucking WWE to have a solid, like it will be doing Jack and the Beanstalk and fucking Roman Reigns' old promos,
right?
It will be doing that shit again. So I don't know. They need to separate the pay-per-views because it's the right amount of time for all the talent to get their shit in.
Yep.
Can't bring it, like, there's gonna be no fucking mid card. It's gonna be tag titles. It's gonna be whatever bullshit feud they have, and then it's gonna be the 2 championships. What other time do they have?
Yeah, because they got to get the women in there, and
they have to get the women in, and both titles have to be defended. Like, what the fuck? How is this gonna work?
It all boils down to there's too many titles, man. We talked about it in our last podcast. There's too many titles, man, and really what makes it too many. I don't mind there being an Intercontinental in the United States. I don't mind those belts at all. I mind the fact that we have 2 women's championships. Both divisions are already so small on the individual shows, but if you combine them, they're bigger. You have more women fighting for something, and that's why I don't like the groups like the Absolution. You got 3 women then that are together, just like the group of women that are on SmackDown, And that just kind of, that makes it even smaller because they can't fight each other because they're stable right now.
Yeah.
So it's just connect, have those things float, and have the tag team float, because it's stupid to see 4 tag teams on these shows. It's like, that's stupid.
Well, for the women, what they should do is 6-man tag or 6-woman tag, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah.
They should do like 6-man tag titles.
Mhm.
This way, it's something different. You're introducing it. You've already established that you have 3-on-3 all the time anyway.
All the
fucking time, 3-on-3. That's what they do in fucking 205 Live 2 for the last
all the
year.
time, man.
So you might as well just make 6-man tag titles by now.
Yeah.
The other thing is, why not just get rid of the fucking? Can we get rid of this U.S. title? I hate the way it looks. No one ever does anything with it since John Cena is the only guy that's ever done anything.
Yep, John Cena. Yep.
That's it. After that, nobody. Not even AJ did shit with it.
Yeah.
So can we get rid of it and just have the Intercontinental title being defended on both shows, please?
Mm-hmm.
We don't need all of these belts. It's too much. You don't need 2 tag teams.
Yeah.
Tag team champions. It's unnecessary, especially if you're going to dual branded. You have champion versus champion. On you just do a champion versus champion card. Fuck it. Except for the Universal and the WWE. You just do a champion versus champion pay-per-view. You combine both titles, and then there's one tag team championship. There's one Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
And then you have your 2 main events if you want, because there's not going to be enough time for anything else. And then you have 2 women's titles. You don't need all that.
Yeah.
You don't need all that if you're going to do dual branded pay-per-views.
Yeah. And to me, because it's the same company, and it's not like they do enough to really truly separate Raw and SmackDown. What? The ropes are blue on SmackDown. That's their color. That's it. It's the same company. So it's like, to me, if I was one of the superstars in the WWE, and I had, and I'm specifically speaking for the tag team championships and the women's championship. Like, if I'm Alexa Bliss, I'm like, well, does this really mean that much? Because there's another person who's my peer. They got a belt that looked just like mine. It's just a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And for the tag team, it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, we're the tag team champs, but of how many teams are on this show right now that we actually fight against? 2. We fight against like maybe 2 or 1 team total. It's stupid. Like that doesn't make sense. Like, have those specific belts just float across both shows.
Yes. There's no need for all that. And there's enough titles where you can even it out.
Yeah.
They're all floating around. And if you combine the titles into just one, including the women's.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what if you did this? And I've been saying this for, oh my God, I don't even know, maybe 7 years now. I want the television title back.
Yeah.
And I want it to be it's got to be defended every fucking week.
Yeah.
10 to 15 minute time limits, has to be defended on Raw or SmackDown, whichever show the champion's on.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got to be defended at every pay-per-view. So this way, you're really making the TV title extremely important. You bring back a title that, when I used to watch WCW, was always excited to watch, especially when Booker T and Benoit were going after each other for it.
Yeah.
And it meant something. It was important to watch because you knew you were going to get some sort of feud out of it. You were going to see a new match every week, and you have enough people to do it. Use Ty Dillinger. Use Apollo Crews.
Right.
I don't care. Use Titus O'Neil. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Use all of these guys that you're not just doing anything with. Give them a lower mid-card title. You can open up every pay-per-view with the TV title.
Yeah.
On top of that. Or open with the cruiserweight, then do the TV title. Then you could do the Intercontinental title, then the Women's Championship, WWE, Universal, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
You can go that route. That's what you can do, especially if you're going to do dual-branded pay-per-views. You just do title matches.
Yeah. I don't even like the cruiserweight title. It just adds it again just adds too many belts to one thing. I mean, to me, the less titles, the better, because then they really do mean something. Like, yes, we all know wrestling is a fixed thing. You know, they discuss who's going to win beforehand. We know this. However, still just watching as a fan, and even those guys that are actually doing this, it means something when they get to hold that title. Whatever title it is, it means something. But when you look next to you and there's a guy with a title, it's like, well, damn, your belt look like mine. It's just a different color.
Yeah,
like, it's stupid.
Oh, hey man, you got a title? You're a champion? Oh, well, he's got a title and he's got a title.
He's got a title.
Like what? Like Oprah Winfrey. And you get a title. And you get a title. And you get a title. And she gets a title. And she gets a title. Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
fucking Title Town.
Right.
Green Bay Packers Title Town. Holy shit.
Like there should be a women's there should be a women's belt, a tag team title, the heavyweight title, the Intercontinental, and then you could throw in like one more, like how you saying the TV title. Throw in one more. You got like 2 mid-card belts. To me, for the you should only have one main belt. When you have 2, it's like, what is? Because
not everyone can be a champion.
Not everybody can be a champ, and it's like the WWE title is supposed to be the one that everybody reaches for.
Yeah,
it's like now
it makes it more important when there's one as opposed to 2.
As opposed to 2.
Exactly. And as much as I love the World Heavyweight Championship belt, and I always will, that should have never happened either. And that just sparked why we're in the predicament that we are in with 2 titles all the time.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's got to have a lollipop at the end of the day. Good job, you get a championship, you know, and it doesn't mean anything. Like, I remember, like, when Edge won the World Heavyweight Championship, and I'm just like,
yeah.
Okay. He won it just to say that he won it?
Right.
Like Shawn Michaels, he didn't really want to win that title in 2002. He was just like, well, I haven't done it, so might as well do it.
But what was Andy's question on there?
Oh, he said I would have had. He's talking about Nakamura and AJ. He said I would have had this match be an Iron Man match myself, and you guys are right. It should be the last match of the night. Now, hell yeah, because these guys can go an hour and then some. You know what I mean? So I completely agree. There should be some sort of difference between the Roman match and the AJ match. There's got to be, and I think maybe an Iron Man match, if the card was smaller, they could have went with it. But because there's 13 fucking matches on this card, we'd be here until Monday morning watching it. if that were the case. Now, this is my solution for that. If you wanted to do things like that, and really, it's a good idea. It is. He's got a good idea. What if you took WrestleMania and you made it 2 days?
Yes.
And you did Raw on Sunday, SmackDown on Saturday. Then you do Takeover on Friday, Hall of Fame on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be all down for that.
Then you have a full week. Think about this. You got Raw on Monday, go home show. SmackDown on Tuesday. Then if you're going to WrestleMania, you have fan access on Wednesday. Thursday, you have NXT TakeOver. Friday, or wait, was that Thursday or wait? I'm off.
Thursday, you got the Hall of Fame. Friday,
Thursday Hall of Fame. That's right. Thursday Hall of Fame. Friday Takeover, and then Saturday, Sunday WrestleMania. Split up. Now you're not overwhelmed. You've got time to watch it, and you're going to want to watch it more because you have that time to separate. Not watching from 5 to 11 or 11:30 at night, which
that's ridiculous.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It really is.
And I just don't understand why that became a thing to do. It's like less is more. That's that saying is so true with damn near everything in life. Less is more. Yes. Like I don't know. You eat too much candy. It's not good. You eat a little bit of candy, This is good. You know what I mean? Like it's
a little bit, and then you appreciate it too.
Yeah, you appreciate it. And it's like it's literally with everything in life, anything that you can think of, less is more, except for money. Money is a little bit different.
Yeah, that's we want a whole lot of that. Now, I want to go back to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Yeah.
What if now this has been my idea, and I know I touched on it earlier. What if I had this idea as well? What if they kept the name, whatever. What if they did this? Whoever is, let's say, and they could swap it every other year since they want to make this like a long-term thing.
Yeah.
What if the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, a champion had to defend his title in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal every year, and they could switch it off and on. So instead of giving a title match opportunity, you switch it between the Intercontinental Championship one year and the U.S. title the one year, and you have some reason to watch this thing. What I'm doing is grabbing at straws here to give me a reason to want to watch this shit.
Yeah.
You make it 20 men, battle royal style, or you could do a gauntlet style, which I think would be more intriguing.
That would be more intriguing, the gauntlet style, yeah.
Gauntlet style, but then it's technically not a battle royal. But what if you did this? Now, you could technically use this term. Now, this is really switching things up. Mm-hmm. You take the 20 men away, and you make it 6 men. Okay? But you change the rules up. Now, this would be for only a title opportunity, not having a guy defend it. Or if you wanted to down the line, you could. You take 6 men, you put them in a battle royal style, pinfall submission only.
Yeah.
And it's elimination.
Elimination, that'd be cool.
Elimination, pinfall submission only. That's the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That would make it more successful, more meaningful, and they are guaranteed a mid-card title of their choosing at the end. Or you do this. And this is a big if. If they brought back the television title, they are guaranteed a television title match. This way, it is a pre-show match. You can keep it on the pre-show every year, the Battle Royal, and you're giving the opportunity to younger, fresher talent that hasn't had the time because the card's so convoluted with everyone trying to get their shit in.
Yeah.
This way, you're giving someone an opportunity to win a title, to be in a meaningful feud, and there you go. You have your mini Royal Rumble at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I've thought long and hard of trying to make this thing meaningful in any type of way. And those are a few ideas of what to do. I just can't believe that no one's thought of this. Not like one, and I know I'm just a guy from Buffalo. Right. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a guy from Buffalo. How is no one uncreative thought of any other ideas besides, we'll just do the Battle Royal and give him a trophy, even though he can't carry it around because it weighs 90 pounds.
Right.
And everyone who's won that has done nothing.
Nothing at all. Except for a few weeks on SmackDown or Raw to have promos cut in the back being interviewed with the trophy standing next to him. That's it. That's it. That's not even that's not even good bragging rights. No disrespect to Andre the Giant, but that's not even anything to say, oh, I won the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. To me, I wouldn't even be happy saying that I won. Like, remember how they made Mojo when he won it? He was just like so proud of that thing.
Well, he won in the worst possible way you could win something at WrestleMania. He got help from a football player.
Right.
Like, how credible are you at all? And you threw out Jinder Mahal. You had trouble throwing out Jinder Mahal before he was champion, when he was still jobber status. Okay,
right.
Help from Gronk. That's pathetic. No wonder you're in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row,
Yeah, so I don't know. Those are our predictions.
Yep.
Is there anything else you wanted to add?
God. I hope it's a good show.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I hope it's wildly predictable.
Yeah, I just hope, because I know that there's going to be. I mean, 13 matches is a lot, but I really do. I'm hoping for a good show. I really am.
Hey, so am I. Like, I hope for the best. I get the worst. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You hope for the best, but you get the worst.
Exactly.
I wanted to ask you, because no one's talked about this in a while. What is up with that Shawn Michaels Heartbreak Hotel thing? When are there release dates for that wave? What's going on with that?
I mean, yeah, I don't know when it's going to come out, but isn't it? I think they said, is it the next? Is it going to be Walmart exclusive? I think.
I don't know. I got to find this out because I saw the picture and I haven't heard anything about it in a while since Toy Fair.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm really getting sick of exclusives because
you and me both.
Like, dude, there are literally just certain stores that, and I don't know what happens. I feel like they shouldn't. One of two things happens, and me and you've had this discussion before because you've actually worked at Toys R Us, and but like for the places like Target and Walmart where they're supposed to get their exclusives. Now, I have seen the Hall of Champions show up at some Targets around here.
I haven't seen one figure yet.
But this is what I've seen. This has been done at my Walmart before, and it's now being done at the Target that's closest to me. I literally live right now 2 minutes. I could walk to my Target right now. That's how close I live by it. Mm-hmm. I see the basic 2-packs of the Hall of Champions. They have the peg for the Hall of Champions, like elites. Never seen them.
Yep.
Never. And it's not like I'm missing it, because I'm telling you, when I go toy hunting, especially for
it's a whole day thing.
Yeah, because like what I do, just so everybody knows, I'm not missing these figures. This is why I'm gonna get into my one of two things are happening, but I will go because I know when my Target gets new stuff in. And Saturday is a lot of the times when they put up the new toys is on Saturday. That's when they have like the boxes around. It's like Saturday, Thursday, or whatever. And because I know that Saturday is the day that they'll put up a lot of the new stuff, like new Marvel Legends waves, I'll look and I'll see the WWE stuff that they're getting ready to put up. They put out, was it wave 56? But there was no Hall of Champions.
Yep.
They got the peg for it, but the box that was in front of the thing was just the regular, wave of of Elite Series 56. And I remember at my Walmart back when the Then Now Forever wave with the Miss Elizabeth and the Seth Rollins and the American Alpha figures, none of my Walmarts got the Elites in, but they had the basics for that Then Now Forever. So I'm like, either they're just for not putting them out because they're unaware that they're supposed to put them out, or people are literally going to these stores asking for them and buying the boxes.
That's what they're doing.
Because it's like
they're using BrickSeek and they're going there and they're asking the people to go find them.
Like,
or dude, scalpers fucking do this shit all the time, man. They go in there and they grab the whole box. Or someone will put it out too early before a street date.
Yeah.
And they'll buy the whole wave. They won't leave one. And then, like, the peg is there for it.
The peg is, yeah.
But the biggest problem with this is, and I want to transition into talking about KB a little bit, too. The biggest problem with all this is that these stores are too big. These stores are too big to be housing exclusives. Exclusives should go to like comic shops. Comic shops, specific toy shops, not big department stores. Right. Because the problem with big department stores, and I know this from experience, they get like 3 or 4 trucks in, okay? All at once. And they have to empty a truck at a time, sometimes 2 trucks at a time. And I've done it. and it sucks.
Yeah, no, dude, I know. I've done it too. I know
it sucks. It takes forever. You're busting your ass. Your feet hurt. Your back hurts. Your neck hurts from doing these trucks. Okay.
Yeah.
And the problem is that like a lot of collectors don't get that. They think that it's just like sitting in the warehouse in the back and they're not looking.
Yeah.
No. It's stuck in the middle of the truck and you're like not even halfway to the middle.
Yeah.
So it's tough to like have to go through things and no one knows like where it is on the truck.
Right.
They just know it's on a truck.
Yeah.
Sure, it says it's in stock because they scanned it in via the truck that it's on, but they didn't scan it in personally. Right. So when you brick seek, it's not always accurate. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's going to be sitting on the peg waiting for you.
Yeah.
Or sitting in the back on a shelf because they're usually pretty good about bringing shit out when they have it off a truck. But once it's off that truck, you don't know how many waves they have.
How many waves they have, yeah.
Sometimes they get one wave in, and then you're stuck waiting another fucking month because more trucks have to come in, and then they have to empty those trucks. Sometimes it takes like a week to empty a truck, dude.
And I also
because they got all that other shit. They got clothes, they got fucking groceries, they got gardening shit. There's too much shit at Walmart.
And another thing that I've noticed is that a lot of places, even Toys R Us's that are everywhere, like I'll watch, and this is off of experience from watching other YouTubers. If they live, it doesn't even have to be a West Coast place where they live. They can live somewhere in the East Coast, completely different state from me. And every single time there's exclusive waves coming out to these stores, every time they make a video, I see them. And I'm like, wait, what is your Target or your Walmart or your Toys R Us doing so different from mine? It just doesn't it doesn't add up. I'm like,
well, I have the answer to that. I have the answer to that. And it's the reason why some Toys R Us's are going to stay closed and some Toys R Us's aren't.
Yeah.
Some Toys R Us's are going to stay open. Just because they said, oh, they're all closing and liquidation.
Yeah.
What they're doing with liquidation here, and I know this because I've spoke to a few friends that still work at Toys R Us, and I used to work there. What they do is they test and they see numbers, like because these are big corporations, you know?
Right.
So they look at numbers, they only give a shit about that. What is our profit margin? Who is selling the most? We will keep the stores around that are selling the most. Now, just because I have 5 Targets in my area doesn't necessarily mean that the one closest to me is the best seller.
Right.
So therefore, they don't stock them. That's the other the problem. So if you compare your Target to like a Target in LA, like the LA branch is going to get more because there's more people. They're selling more product. Therefore, but in that same notion, if there's demand for it, then there should be supply.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't understand it. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a pain in the ass to.
It really is.
But the thing is, like our generation, we grew up like when we'd say, "Hey, can I order this?" I remember going into Kmart and ordering things.
Yeah.
I remember going into Hills. Remember Hills? Did you have Hills?
Yep, Hills. Yep.
Hills. I'd say, "Hey, you're out of this. Do you know if you could put in an order for that?" And they would put in an order for a case.
Mm-hmm.
You go to KB, they would order 1 or 2 figures for you, special order them, hold them for you. I'd come in and I'd be like, I got them. Thank you so much. And they would call me too.
Well, you know what?
Hey, your figures are in. Great.
But you know what else I remember? I remember actually being able to go to the store, and if it was sold out, I knew that next week they were going to get new ones in.
Yep. And this was back in the 90s.
Yeah, and I remember going in and actually seeing like, oh, they got the new stuff. I never went to any, especially Toys R Us or KB's, where I was like, oh man, how come they don't have this X-Men character yet? Or this, I remember I used to collect the Mortal Kombat figures that they had back in the day when that game was like really popular, like Mortal Kombat 2 came out. You could find those figures everywhere. If they were to bring something out like that now, it'd be like, man, I'm going every week. It's the same stuff. Like it's like Christmas when stores restock. Literally,
it is.
It's like Christmas.
because you're like, oh my god, I'm not used to shit being here because there's never anything here. Like I go to my I have like what 3 or 4 Walmarts in my area. I have 3 Toys R Us's in my area. I have like 7 Targets. I have like 10 Walgreens. Like Buffalo's a small city, but it's small compared to like New York City. You know what I mean? Like it's not a big city,
right?
Because it's always compared to New York. Anyway, but just necessarily mean that they're gonna like have shit stocked. Like I go to the Walmart closest to me, or I'll go to like even the one that's like 25 minutes away, and they still don't have shit.
They don't have nothing
because the one 25 minutes away is out in the fucking sticks where no one buys toys.
Yeah.
So they don't stock them.
And you know what's sad? And I think I said this to you before. I can't remember if you like had the same experience, but out of all of the places that we're mentioning, Walgreens, I'm always finding stuff.
Yep.
When they put out their exclusive Marvel Legends, I have seen every single Fantastic Four figure, and a lot of them.
Yeah.
And wait, this is the beauty of it. I've seen them to where I've seen a bunch of the Sue Storms to where they have one Sue Storm left, but then I go and they got a bunch of them again.
Yep.
I've had a situation where I've seen the Mr. Fantastic, a ton of them, one of them, none of them. Then I see more when I go again. Like
exactly. Or you can go to like another one. Because Walgreens are everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere. And it's weird how and their toy section is almost non-existent, but yet you can find more stuff there than you can at a Walmart or Target or Toys. That's sad. Like that's ridiculous.
It's some sad shit. But that's but you walk into Walgreens and guess what? It's less hectic.
Yeah, that's
you walk into Walgreens, they have less inventory to deal with. Yeah. So therefore they get shipments in easier. It takes a couple they get it twice a week because I know their shipment dates. Yeah. They get shipments in twice a week. They don't have a whole lot of stock to deal with. I know they get only one truck and it's a small truck. And they get it in and there's 10 of them in my area. So if this one doesn't have it, then I'll go to that one that's 5 minutes away. Or if this one's not there, I go to this one that's 10 minutes away. You know what I mean? It's
because I'll say this for every exclusive wrestling figure that they've had so far, I've found either all of them at every Walgreens around in my area, or like you said, if you don't see them in one, you'll see it in another one. Mm-hmm. Or they'll especially back out.
Like especially Marvel Legends. I specifically shop Marvel Legends at Walgreens because they'll get an entire wave.
Yep, an entire wave.
And it's available. It's sitting there. The entire Build-A-Figure wave is there.
The Infinity War wave. Mm-hmm. The Infinity War. I've seen the Spider-Man. I've seen the Cap. I've seen the Iron Man. The all of that stuff. I'm like, damn, and this is Walgreens getting.
Yeah. By the way, did you get Mr. Fantastic yet?
No, I need to.
He's a good one. He's a good one. I got him this week. My shipments came in finally to Buffalo. We're a little slower.
You know they got Silver Surfer coming out. I want to get that. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Yep. There's already people that have been getting them because they're showing up in Mexico. And so they're showing up. Well, what's happening is they're showing up in Mexico, and then people are sending them into people that they know or they have connections or whatever. But yeah, he looks like a good figure. I've seen a review on him last night. I think the first one sprouted up last night late.
Yeah.
And I watched it and I'm like, oh, his board. I think I have it figured out though. His board is kind of a piece of shit that he comes with. It's hollowed out on the bottom.
Yeah.
But if you have the old Toy Biz one, you can use that one because it's better. It's built better. And I'm not talking about the one with magnets in it. I'm talking about the one with the peg that came in like a box set almost.
Yeah.
That specific board is actually still well done. And the peg on it is, I think, just a little bit bigger than the foot. So if you take a Dremel to your foot on the new one, you'll have a better board for him to stand on.
Gosh.
Because the board that he comes with, the peg is kind of small for the peg hole on his foot.
Oh, so he's kind of loose on it.
It's kind of loose, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. But it still looks like a really good figure.
It looked good. I still might pick that one up.
Some people are complaining that he's not chrome. Why didn't they paint him chrome? Do you know how much fucking chrome paint costs? Like, what do you guys think? You want chrome? Go buy chrome and paint them chrome.
Right.
Chrome costs a lot of fucking money, by the way. Jesus. Fucking self-entitled collectors sometimes.
But yeah, man, like seriously though, with the exclusive wave thing, like for me with the wrestling figures, I would be happy if they did away with the exclusives, sold everything on Ringside Collectibles. And I know Ringside Collectibles has like the whole $26.99, but they will eventually put stuff on sale. Like every figure that comes out that's like about $30 on Ringside will eventually at some point in time go to $19.99.
Well, Ringside wouldn't have that problem if they had some competition.
Yeah.
they would drop their prices down to $22.99.
Yeah.
Or 20. They should just be fucking $19.99. Like, come on, dude.
They really should be.
They should be. Like, this is horseshit. It's horse, and what's bigger horseshit. And I did a whole rant on this years ago. I think
I remember too.
3 years ago, I did a rant on this, and I was pissed off.
Yeah.
Because really, I mean, there'll be a whole wave on their website, and one will be like $26.99 pre-order, and then you'll see like Ty Dillinger, and he's $19.99.
He's $19.99. Yeah.
Like, fuck you, dude. Like, why isn't everyone $26.99? You're a dick.
Yeah. But speaking of like Mattel's figures, I wanted to talk about this earlier before we actually started the show. What is up with their distribution when it comes to DC related stuff? Because the wrestling stuff, you can find those waves out in the wild. It might take some time. Like Ringside gets them earlier, but you eventually see a wave, and they're always like 2 waves behind putting them in the stores, but they still seem like they come out regularly. Every time, I mean, I still haven't seen in person the wave with the Clayface wave.
I haven't seen it either, bro.
I like nothing. The signature stuff, I haven't seen that Flash or the Batman Forever figure. It took a
lot of it has to do with Toys R Us kind of taking a shit too.
Kind of think. Okay.
I think there's going to be a bit of a carryover as far as hurting us collectors for a while, because those figures that were supposed to go to Toys R Us have to go somewhere else now.
Yeah.
And it's all about who's going to pick that up, Walmart or Target, or whenever KB starts up again, if that's going to happen. Because
that Fan Central, again, this is another situation where I've seen other YouTubers find the Fan Central WWE figures like the Mark Henry and the Bobby the Brain Heenan. I want that Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Me too.
And I haven't seen that wave show up in the Toys R Us in my area, so I'm like, who's gonna pick those up? Because I want that one.
Yeah, I really think that Ringside should get the exclusives.
They should get the exclusives, man. Like,
I don't even care. I'll pay like $25 for an exclusive. I don't have a problem with that because it's an exclusive. I get it. It's special. It's got a little bit better paint apps. It's got this, that, or the other thing. Like sometimes there's some shitty ones. I'm looking at you, Brahma Bull Rock. But other times, for the most part, they're pretty decent.
They're pretty decent, yeah.
So I think a website, or if KB ever comes into fruition, they need to get exclusives back. Especially they need to get all the Toys R Us ones, and they should be at KB or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Walgreens. Walgreens has been getting more WWE exclusives, and it would be nice if they started getting exclusive waves. That would be better.
Because you would find them there.
Yeah, you'll actually be able to purchase them.
Dude, I want that Rikishi, man. Like,
me too. I'm missing him.
Because I missed out on the other one.
Me too. And I don't want to pay $50 for him.
Right.
It's crazy.
And I honestly thought that this time around it would be easier to find them, because one thing I kind of noticed across the board with collecting, not just with a specific like brand or type, when they've already come out with a certain figure that was hard to find, when they re-release them, they're a little easier to find after that. But like this Rikishi, man, he's still going like crazy. And I'm like, come on, man. All right, how many of you are actually Rikishi fans? Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
like, I can make a buck on this This what was it? I was watching one dude, and he was like he seems like a nice guy. I'm not going to name names.
Yeah.
He seems like a nice guy. I was watching his video, and I'm like, oh, whatever. And he hasn't been around. I don't think he's been around. He's been around about a year on YouTube, but
yeah.
He's like, I got it. I'm so excited. And he's all excited, and you can see how genuine he is about it. I got the Rafiki. Look, it's Rafiki. And I was like, I thought he was joking, but he was dead serious. And I'm like, and I just typed in, oh man, that's so awesome. But who's Rafiki? I was like, I know who Rikishi is.
Right.
I've never heard of this man called Rafiki.
Because I've seen all of the like everywhere that has the every Target that I've been to that actually has the elites up for the Hall of Champions. I've seen a ton of the Undertakers. Like, he's not going anywhere. I've actually seen
those Undertakers are warming like a motherfucker.
And I've seen like one or two. Oh my god, Drax, Batista.
Drax. I was like, wait, they have an exclusive Drax? When did this occur?
I couldn't think of his name, so I had to say who he's playing in the Guardians. But but
I haven't seen Batista because I want that one.
Yeah, I've seen a couple Batistas and one Eddie Guerrero. Like, at every place has been one.
Another one Guerrero. I need WCW Guerrero.
Like, the type of collector that I am, even if there's like say a wave comes out and there's like two figures that I want to get the one that I want the most first before I get the other one. I've always been like that because I want that Eddie Guerrero, and I've seen him and I've had the opportunity to get him, but I'm like, the Rikishi's not here, so I'm gonna not get anything at all. Like, that's just like how I am. You know what I mean? Like, I want to buy the one that I want the most first, or at least if he's there, I'll get both of them at the same time.
Yeah. That's
just how it is.
Yeah, man. I just the exclusive waves need to be in a smaller market. They can't be at Target. What was that? I was talking to a toy guy in the aisle. Was it 2 days ago? Because I was like, I had the money for the. I don't want to give spoilers because I just did this video and it was like an hour-long video today. I did a toy hunt video without the actual hunting. You know?
Yeah.
I did all the hunting off camera, but because it's I don't know. I just feel kind of weird walking around with a camera. Like, if I walk around with my iPad going, oh, look at this over here. You know, I don't know. It's just
no, I'm the same way, man. I'm the same.
Everyone's staring at me. They think there's something like, what the hell's wrong with him?
Right.
Anyway, no, but I what was I? Where's I going with this?
You were talking to some toy dude in the aisle.
Oh, I was talking to they don't have a specific toy guru, which I like to call them.
Yeah.
Or expert, I should say. And I was like, what's going on with the empty pegs here? Because it's like empty peg central. There's 3 Marvel Legends that have been sitting here for the last 2 years.
Yep.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 1.
Right.
What the fuck?
I've been seeing that.
And he's like, man. Yeah, man, I know. He's like, I put them up there and they go quick. And I'm like, could you order more? And I'm like, I know it comes from corporate, but I also know that you can tell corporate that they see a 0 for inventory. So someone is not taking them out of inventory or not putting them into inventory. Sometimes that happens. I know.
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you what shocked me. The video I made last Friday, where I found that WrestleMania Elite Wave with the Randy Orton, and I wish I would have filmed that because they literally put up in my Walmart. It's its own end cap by itself. It's about 5 rows of nonstop John Cena's, Beefcakes, Randy Orton's, and Kevin Owens, just all down. It's a ton of them, and I was like stunned by it. And I was really shocked when I went to the Target and found, because I haven't been able to see the classic, not all of the classic Voltron lions, just like maybe the Black Lion and like maybe one other lion. They finally were putting them on sale and I was able to get the entire thing. I was like, it's like they put them up on the shelves just to have that sale. I was like, damn.
I heard people are having a lot of problems finding the riders now.
Yeah.
That's the other problem.
I've seen so many people on YouTube like do the reviews of them. I have not seen one Paladin in person at all. I've seen them that you can buy them online, but I have not seen but they're too much like on Amazon. They're pretty cheap on Toys R Us's website. I think they were like $14.99. But everywhere else it was like $20, $30, and they're really not that good. So I was like, eh.
Yeah, Amazon pissing me off lately. One day I'm happy with Amazon, the next day I'm pissed off at it. Like, what was it today? I've been looking for, I will not pay more than $20 for the retro Wolverine. And I want that Wolverine.
Right.
But what was it today? There was 3 in stock at $19.99 with free shipping.
Yeah.
So I put it in the cart. I go to check out. Oh, we have to update your cart. This is out of stock. Then update your fucking website so it says 0.
Yeah, that's happened to me before.
Fucking hate that. Pisses me off. Like their price jumps. I don't understand. Prowler, another figure I want. Prowler's been on there.
Yeah.
Going for like $17 one day, $23 the next, and it's still Amazon Prime shipping. So it's coming out of the same warehouse.
Yeah.
Why? What the fuck is? And I noticed that the prices go up and down during specific hours.
Yep. Hours of the day. Yep.
And days. Like weekends, they go down. Weekdays, they stay up.
Stay up. Yep.
But then they fluctuate around noon. From noon to about 5, they're lower priced.
Yeah.
Then they go back up during the night. It's like they don't want to sell anything at night. I don't get it. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. It makes absolutely no damn sense.
Oh, here's another thing too. I don't know if you were paying attention, but I was.
Like right now, it still says there's 2 of these Wolverines in stock. I'm gonna try and
you're gonna try to get
live. I'm live buying right now. You ready? I swear to God, if I can't check out, I'm gonna throw this against the wall. Here we go. This is when collecting goes bad. You fucker!
It did it again?
Did it again. You sons of bitches. It's still staring at 2 in stock. And the thing was, like an hour and a half ago, it said there was 3 in stock.
Yeah.
Now there's 2, and now I can't buy it. What the fuck? It makes no sense. None. It's like it just doesn't want me to have it. It's like, no, not you.
Hey, but have you paid attention to, it was like I want to say it was like, now it feels like it was 2 years ago. But I think it was like a Comic-Con, and I think Playmates makes the Voltron stuff, right? Is it Playmates? I can't even remember what company. Yeah, like they were showing off, they're called like the Big Lions, and it was from the new Voltron cartoon that's on Netflix. And another reason why I was holding out on getting anything Voltron was because when I saw these, I was like, I'm going to get these. They were the Big Lions. They came with the Paladins, and you could put the Paladins inside of the Lions. And they were starting out with the red one and the blue one, and they said they were going to start out with these first and see how they do. I have seen nothing. And in the most recent like toy show that they did, they didn't show them at all this time. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, did they cancel those? Because those look really cool. I would have got those.
They probably didn't cancel them. There's probably just shit distribution again.
Like, man, like those things look really cool. I was like, hell yeah. Because I know when Mattel, I think it was Mattel when they came out with the Voltron, it was like the 23-inch one. Yeah. You could buy the Paladins and you can actually put them inside on the Lions. And I was like, I kind of wanted something like that again. But I am happy with what I got. Like the classic ones look dope. I love the new ones too, the new show. But when you put all the Lions together toy-wise, doesn't look as good put together like the classic one does. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get that one.
Oh, there is news, and this I think happened yesterday, late
Mhm.
last night, yesterday. Um, the apocalypse wave is already popping up in Canada, so that means that they're about 3 weeks away from hitting the
Oh,
U.S. already.
wow. Okay.
So that I think that wave is that's the wave, one wave I want every single
Every
figure
single
and the
figure.
build, because I don't have a normal sized apocalypse, and since I have the large build a figure from Toy Biz,
Yeah.
like I can't fucking like I don't have the fucking room to display him, and I want to display an apocalypse, but within fucking reason. No,
Yeah.
I don't. Like if it's Galactus, sure, I display my Galactus,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
or a Sentinel, sure, but what the fuck. So that is definitely, I think, going to be the most sought after wave
Yeah.
as far as Marvel Legends goes this year. Um, and I'm definitely starting, like, I don't know what it is. I think it was the cable and that Deadpool wave
Yeah.
that just came out.
Yeah.
Like it's rejuvenated my interest in that, and I think the releases from Toy Fair. Like there's a lot of good Marvel Legends coming out this
It
year,
is. That Bishop looks amazing.
and they look
Um,
so much better. Like the movie
yeah.
figures are so fucking good. I no, I can't say it. I can't say it because it's in a video I did today. But I picked up a wave or I finished a wave today,
Yeah.
and I'm just like blown away by the face sculpts now. The digital face
The
printing,
digital, yeah, face printing. Yeah.
it's crazy. The only issue that I have with it that I've started to notice with a few figures, and I saw this with not only the movie figures, but I saw it with a couple like Cable and some of the newer ones.
Yeah.
The hairlines aren't lining up with the head for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. It's not.
I don't know what's going on there, but I don't know. It's a factory defect or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited for a lot of Marvel Legends coming out this year. It's gonna be a good year, I think, for them.
I would get excited for some DC collectible stuff, but I never trust that they're going to keep like anything around now. Like with them, if you're a statue collector, you're good. You're good to go. They're never going to cancel anything. But like the DC Essentials, I'm willing to bet. Like this is how bad it's been with DC collectibles. I'm willing to bet we don't get through 3 waves of the DC Essentials figures that they have coming out. Everything that they have shown us, we will not get all of it. I can guarantee.
Well,
Like,
I guarantee they're going to give us a Superman and a Batman.
and a Batman. Yep, they're gonna give us a
I
Superman
don't know
and a
who's going to get the
Batman.
third one or fourth one after that.
Right. Because they never, I mean, from the icons lasted a while, but even still, they had a lot of good stuff planned that was coming that they just canned. The DC film stuff, and I will say this until the cows come home, that DC film stuff was looking fantastic. I love that Superman that we got from Batman v Superman. Even the Batman, the armored Batman, I wish we would have got regular suited. But for them to give us that and just 2 figures, nah, man. Like if you're excited about the DC Essentials, don't get too happy because it will be canceled and
Well,
almost
don't get too
immediately.
excited for DC collectibles in general this year, because if you look at their Toy Fair shit, they didn't really announce much.
Not at all. They even stopped with the because I think people were asking them questions about because they're not done making everybody from the DC TV shows, and they're like, "You guys got anything from that?" And they have nothing. Like what they have
Yeah,
out now
I
is
don't know
what
what's going on. That's weird. I've never seen a toy company that's been established for over a decade now, or decades almost, not have anything at a toy fair.
right, right.
That's kind of fucking embarrassing. I don't know. Everybody has like specific things that they show at a toy fair.
Yeah,
Even if you have like a few things, like something
yeah.
was like basically nothing.
It was nothing, nothing at all.
Andy wants to know. He said, "Did we see that the Star Wars Jabba's sail barge Kickstarter made their goal?" Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah,
But
that's
fuck,
that.
fuck that sail barge. And those people are fucking stupid as shit for
Yep.
spending $500
Right.
on a sail barge that's smaller than the USS Flag.
Right. Right.
Just saying. $500 fucking dollars, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously? I mean, granted, people can do whatever the fuck they want with their money. And I'm not trying to sound like a snob. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm jealous, because I'm definitely not. Because if I wanted it, I would have backed it.
Yeah.
And I just don't like. I don't see where all the money's going into it.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying.
On top of that, it's greedy as shit.
Yeah.
It comes off greedy as fuck. Like, I understand if it's the Four Horsemen and they're doing their thing with their Mythic Legions. It's their idea.
Yeah.
It's their product. Everything's coming out of their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I really don't think they're making that much money off of Mythic Legions, to be honest with you.
Right.
A lot of this has to do with their personal preference, them wanting to do what they want to do, build their own characters, build their own universe, blah, 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 blah. They're a small company. Hasbro has no fucking business doing a Kickstarter.
Right. All the money that they always cry poverty, man. I swear.
It's bullshit. And look how many play sets and everything that were made over the endless amount of years. Look at all the G.I. Joe shit that we got.
Right.
Look at all the old vintage collection play sets that we got from for Star Wars. You look at just like stuff from G.I. Joe, like the Pit. You look at a bunch of different play sets. Yeah. They came out with the fucking Terradrome. They came out with, I know that stuff's older, or they came out with the Flag. Like, that stuff, if you take what the Flag went for, which was, I think, around $100 back in the 80s, $100 in the 80s does not equal $500 now. Sorry.
No.
Still doesn't. Yeah. It's like $200. Maybe $250 tops.
Right.
As far as inflation rates go. It's not like $500 fucking dollars for a sail barge, and it comes with Jabba and a couple figures. Like, that's worth $500 to you? Come on, guys. Let's. But, you dangle the nut in front of the dumbest squirrel, and he'll want it. So fucking you dangle a poisonous nut in front of that motherfucker, and he'll still eat it.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I'm not into that whole backing a project from a big corporation.
Nah.
That's fucking bullshit. Yeah. So I don't know. But if it got backed, good for them. A lot of people, to me, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, wasted $500.
They completely wasted it. Completely wasted it.
I don't know. I'd say, especially because if they know there's an interest for it, I wouldn't be surprised if down the line they end up making it anyway for mass production.
Yeah.
And then you'll be really pissed because you spent $500, and then you ended up getting some version of it down the line anyway. So I don't know. Yeah. Hindsight is 2020, so who knows what will happen? But fuck that shit. On top of that, it's 3 3/4 inch, and I know there's a lot of 3 3/4 inch fans out there, and they've been wanting something like this, but it's way overpriced. If you ask me. So, all right. Well, it's like, holy shit, it's 1 a.m. Oh my God. That's what happens when you got to predict, what is it? Almost 20 matches.
Yeah.
There's little time for toy talk at the end. But I had a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah.
We have, let's think of this. We have 9 hours of wrestling to watch in the next 2 days.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah. I can barely get through 5 hours a week.
Right.
9 hours of wrestling. Not to mention, if you also include Raw and SmackDown, I had another 5 to that. And then If you watched NXT, add another hour to that.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, Andy. It's that shit is trash. Like if it was Marauders, like I think even if Marauders came out with vehicles and shit, like they wouldn't be even near $500.
No.
No fucking way. Like this thing, I understand it's kind of big, and by I say kind of big is that it's not actually to scale anyway. So it's not like you're getting like the USS Flag where it's like,
right.
Like I can't basically fit it into frame. You have to like put it on the ground and like back the camera way up. I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. It's a sail barge. People spent $500 for it. Whatever. So, I would like to do another like just toy talk with you.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, we got to do one where it's just focused on that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm exhausted, and I think I'm starting to lose my voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I gotta pee really bad. I'm drinking beer, and now I'm drinking water. All right. So I think we'll end it here. Those are our preview and predictions for WrestleMania 34 and NXT Takeover New Orleans, and a little bit of sprinkled in toy talk there.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Soul Drum for joining me as always.
Always a pleasure.
And yeah, we got to do a toy talk. Maybe we'll do a toy talk sometime this week.
Yeah.
If you have time or whatever.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and we will see you guys. Oh, do you have anything coming up, by the way?
I do have a review coming up. It's gonna be, I did like a 2-in-1. It's gonna be the Ty Dillinger and the Randy Orton figure. I still haven't uploaded it yet. I might upload it this weekend, maybe tomorrow. It might go up tomorrow.
Cool. So stay tuned for that. Ty Dillinger and Randy Orton. Check that out. Go to Soul Drum 86 on YouTube. Check out his channel. If you haven't subscribed, get your ass over there and subscribe right now. And I have a very long showcase video is what I call my my lazy videos is what they really are. It's just me in the kitchen drinking beer and saying, I got this. I got this. I need to get my fucking lazy ass upstairs and do my reviews. So anyway, I did shoot one review today, but I'm not going to say what it is. But I do have a long video for you guys to watch. So that's coming up. I'm editing it tomorrow. It'll be up by Sunday. So
oh, cool. Nice.
So there is that. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Peace.